Hello from Southern Ontario. It's May 5th, I believe it is. I think the World Economic Forum has some special plans for Wab Kinew, the Premier of Manitoba. I'll tell you why, in part. They've scrubbed Wab from the WEF website real thoroughly. The only Canadian politician I've seen that they've scrubbed and buried that deep is Doug Ford. To find Doug Ford in the WEF, I did a video on him, I don't know, a number of months back or something. To find Ford, I had to start at the World Economic Forum's special meeting in New York in 2019, where Doug Ford had a personal meeting with Klaus Schwab. And after that, the Ontario provincial government money interaction with the WEF just exploded. Whole different subject matter, I know. But back to Wab. Yesterday, I went to my little special hidey hole in the bushlet there, where everything's quiet and shady. It was warm yesterday. And all I brought was my little day-to-day working notebook. I didn't bring my, notebooks from past. I thought I'll do a quick bio on the Wab, because I know he's in the WEF. I couldn't find a thing. All of my usual little back and side doors into the WEF, scrubbed thoroughly. An hour later, thwarted, I was like, okay, should have brought my notebooks, because I know I've done a search on him before. I mean, I've done 100 Canadians by now, politicians from federal down through mayoral levels, the universities, etc. Couldn't find Wab at all. Out of desperation, I went to a Google search, which I don't consider Google to be any use for research at all. Owned and operated by WEFlings. So, yeah, people who say research it, you can Google it. Yeah, you're in the B leagues, kid. Anyways, I did find a couple of interesting things on Google search. I was typed in, is he a member? Is he a Young Global Leaders graduate? Davos attendance, etc. A couple of strange things popped up. Something from what's called AI Overview. Wab's profile on the WEF website does indicate he is an alumnus of the program, according to an article on the WEF website. Could I find that article on the WEF website? No, couldn't find anything about it. And then I forget which search I'd put in, member, attendance, whatever. From TikTok, May 19th, 2025. Discover how Premier Wab Kinew plans to boost Manitoba's economy and strengthen U.S. trade ties at the WEF. Again, that took me nowhere. I couldn't find that anywhere. So, returned home to one of the old notebooks. I should date when I do this work, but I didn't. Now, Wab was elected as an MP provincially 2016. 2017, he won the Manitoba NDP leadership. 2018, got him. He enters the Young Global Leaders program. 2017, he's the Premier. 2018, he's a Young Global Leaders class dude. This is a bit unique. In 2018, he was a speaker at the WEF's annual meeting of new champions, 2018 in Tianjin, China. Now that's a bit kind of unique because the new champions meetings, the summer Davos as it's referred to, it's the graduation ceremony of the Young Global Leaders program. So anyways, back to more of Wab's interaction. 2018 and 19, he was a participant in the WEF's Global Future Council on the Future of Indigenous People. Okay, the Global Future Councils are part of the Young Global Leaders program curriculum. They have future councils on, Rachel Gilmore went to the media Global Future Councils. Melanie Jolie went to the Global Governance Future Councils, just to sort of explain what a future council is. Davos 2018 and 19. 2018. Creating a shared future in a fractured world. 2019. Globalization 4.0. Shaping a global architecture in the age of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Now again, I can't recall when I did this research on Wab. I'll say within the last year sometime. And that was all I could find at the time. And since then, they've scrubbed this stuff. You can confirm it through AI, this business that I've listed here, but I cannot scratch out anything more in any of my usual methods of search. Did he not complete the program, or did they just scrub him that thoroughly? I suspect it's the latter. And I see on social media, just in summation, especially amongst members of the fairer sex, on social media comments, he should be our Prime Minister. We love Wab. Yeah, I think the WEF has special plans for him. I could go into his background. I did some research into, he had some sketchy business interactions with the law going back to his early 20s, 2004, 2003, 2019. But I guess he's addressed those publicly. Went to AA or something. I don't know. I didn't get much into his sketchy background with the law. Interestingly enough, he had an impaired driving charge. He received the pardon. Convicted of assaulting a cab driver, and again receives a pardon. Who receives a pardon on these kind of things? I didn't even know you could. But anyways, his background with the law, I'm not too terribly concerned about, but that he's a WEF member, I am. So anyways, that's the Wab Kinew. If you want to fact check me, feel free, and let me know if you do. Perhaps you'll find something that I missed. But yeah, Wab is WEF.